So, first person, you can roll me D100. Fine. 32 is... Yeah, another D100 with minus 10. Because it's the lowest possible.
47.
Ah, 47, right. Navigational hazards. Okay, so you can give me another D100.
72.
It's not warpy weirdness. Okay, so it's Monday weirdness. No, wait, it's 72. I'm fucking dumb and blind. 72. It's gravity hazard strikes suddenly and without forewarning. While in the corridor. Okay, so basically during that travel, which takes, I'm not sure, 2 weeks from Leifworth to Skrgulian. Yeah, 2 or maybe more.
Halfway to another payday. I can dig it. Not that I have anything to use the freaking money on.
I mean, you can start gathering up for potential ship upgrades. Maybe someday. Yeah, let's say that it takes 3 weeks, and during those you have a couple dozen incidents where people end up in a med bay with, you know, some concussions, some you know, just mostly light injuries where suddenly somebody was looking for a recorder and suddenly he got upshoot to a ceiling and he hit his head, stuff like that. Basically the gravity was doing some funky stuff from time to time on the different parts of the ship. But let's say that thankfully there were no fatalities in the crew. And after those 3 weeks, you arrive at the space above, well, nearby Forge World Skorgulian. And of course, as usual with the Forge World, even from a far distance, first your scanners, radars, and then through the eye and high zoom you can see that the world is lively, there's a lot going on, transport and various ships going in and out, stuff like that. What do you do?
Can you repeat that? I'm so sorry.
The entire last thing, that you arrive at the Forge World Skorgulian, and obviously, as usual for the Forge World, it is lively. There are ships going in and out, and obviously this place, as every Forge World, is bristling with activity. You are some distance away, so at this point nobody calls you out on a vox chatter, but if you get close, then obviously they will, when they will detect you. Ship's captain.
What was the exact wording of the permission I was given to do on this planet?
That you are free to like land on this planet, you know, enter it and basically go around. That you have access to this Forge World, not unlimited, because there might be some areas when they will be technically off limits and you couldn't break it. Like, I mean, you will still be able to, but that will be revealing your true purpose here. Yeah, and the document itself didn't include anything about arresting the fabricator of Skorgulian.
In that case, they will continue flying towards the planet until they are eventually hailed, and
Yes,
they'll
you are.
basically just convey what Sigmund was given. We have permission from this person to do this, this, and this on this planet.
And yeah, you like give it up in binary because the controller, well, he like immediately like spoke in binary and common because he wasn't sure if who would answer on the other side. So yeah, then there's like please stand by, and then confirmed. Please land in a hangar, and it like gives you location where to land. And you will, I imagine, proceed to do so. The ship's captain and the crew will pilot your ship to the hangar itself. You dock without much trouble. You check the surrounding area without exiting the ship. There is no welcoming committee waiting for you. There is no ambush being prepared. And what do you do?
At this point, basically, I'm here to act as intermediary between Xanthus and the Mechanicus folks. So this is up to Xanthus. What do you want to do?
Oh, goodness gracious. Where should we start? Wow, this is a question I really should have asked a long time ago. It only just now occurred to me, though. Do we happen to have any sort of contacts on this planet?
I honestly not sure if this is the question for me. Or maybe I will turn it in that way. Does any one of you in character believe, like as player characters, believe that you would have contacts on this planet? Unless you have talents that they basically give you contacts, like Shadow Lord or something like that.
I have good reputation, Mechanicus, but other than that,
Xanthus does have Shadow Lord.
Okay, yeah, you have that, so you would have a contact on this planet. Although I'm gonna say that it's not a high-ranking one.
That's fine. I doubted that he would I doubted he would have a high-ranking Mechanicus contact regardless. It's one that's on Scintilla. That helps him get his equipment. Not on a world like Skurgulian. But before we get into that, I am going to be right back. Like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Well, make that like 2 minutes.
30 seconds evolving into 2 minutes, okay. It's fine, it's fine. Fuck, at some point I really need to sit down and make stats for Sydow at his cadre, because sooner or later the fight should come around. And oh boy, he definitely will have... Like, it's not a spoiler, but yeah, the mission on Skorgulian is to kinda show and foreshadow the new stuff, the new slightly homebrewed stuff from me that these guys will have and employ to show that the enemies are evolving and they should be as dangerous as ever. But well, I thought my Bloodthirster will be dangerous as ever, but he still died like a bitch in 2 turns. Just you know, I'm not salty about it. I think it's pretty awesome. But yeah, to be honest, I'm also winging it this entire thing. I don't have prepared investigation, so I
It's fun.
don't have a plan where you should go to find something. I'm just gonna improvise, as usual.
I have returned.
Cool.
Well,
All right.
How was your poo?
Hmm?
How was your poo?
It was great. Not too solid, not too liquidy.
please no.
Just right.
So,
Is Gabriel back yet?
not yet. At least I didn't hear anything since he wrote PRD bathroom.
Do we want to wait for him?
Your choice.
Yeah, let's give it a minute or two.
Yeah, I can wait. It's fine.
God damn it.
You okay, Matt?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know why the fuck it's not even 2 AM and I'm feeling, I don't know, tired. Even though I kinda slept along this day. Like I think I, yeah, 12 PM, PM? Yeah, 12 PM. No way. Yeah, 12 PM or 1 PM I woke up, so I should be fine, but I'm getting old, man. Maybe I should open the window to let in the fresh air. Maybe it will be better. Just to confirm, you are still out there?
I'm still here.
Okay. Joe is Gabriel's back.
Oh, he is? Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Heroes and chats, I think you can go on.
Xavier, are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So, Gabriel, we're going to go see Xanthus' contact on this world. Shadow Lord's a hell of a trade to get on that, Gabriel.
Super duper.
Yeah, as you'll be preparing to leave, Kenneth will ask any specific orders for your company, sir?
Well, no real point in marching around with 150 men. For now, just stay on the ship, or whatever. Wait, when did we come in? The shuttle. orbit.
I mean,
What was that situation?
I mean,
like?
the Forge World has hangars big enough that you can literally park your light cruiser inside. That's what I meant when I said that you can land in hangar this and this. That basically, yeah, you are here with your entire ship. So light cruiser.
I wonder if it. Hold up. I wonder if it wouldn't be a better idea to leave the ship in orbit to watch for if Sydow tries to leave via
Yeah, that was my.
Starship.
Sorry, I perhaps assumed wrongly which ship you will be. I mean, in which vessel you will be going.
It might be better to go in. Excuse me. Well, depending on whether or not we want to bring the company with us, Arvis, or we could use the what is that damn thing called? The big ship, the Tetrarch.
Yeah, you have that Tetrarch. So yeah, really, it's up to you what you are going to use. So I assumed that you will be just going with light cruiser, kind of. Maybe late hour. It flew off my head that you want to use light cruiser on the orbit and use something else again on planet.
I suppose. I guess there's no real point in leaving the company in orbit. Might as well bring them down just in case we happen to run into something that's needs a good 100 and 150 guns aimed at it. All right. We'll leave the light cruiser in orbit and take the heavy lander.
Okay.
I mean that's what's going on. The light cruiser has orders to remain.
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea.
Why? How do I even say this? Be ready to shoot. Be ready to shoot a ship that comes into range, but I don't know how to say that. Be ready to fire on a ship leaving this planet's orbit at my command.
Yeah,
that's the order for the light cruiser.
Good thing you added that, because as I mentioned at the very beginning of the description, the planet is like, you know, quite lively with activity, so there are like ships going in and out.
Shoot every ship that leaves this planet.
You know, it's a Forge World after all. Near Scintilla, so they are quite busy. At least that's how I'll imagine it. That's my headcanon.
Have to wonder how well that would go over. Good grief.
Yeah, Mechanicus would be like... it would be like this meme, and in this moment, he knew he fucked up.
Maybe if I had a fucking battle barge, but no, not with the fucking light cruiser. No. What was I saying? The Tetrarch and company is to remain on standby until required. I'm sure at least one of them can fly the Tetrarch in case we need to go somewhere. What to do with the command squad? Bring them with or leave them there?
That's something you need to decide for yourself.
But
maybe get them ready to be deployed.
So leave them with the Tetrarch, but be ready.
Yeah.
Entire company command squad included. Stay on the Tetrarch. Be prepared. You can be called into battle at any minute. That kind of deal. But for now, the fewer the better. If we're walking around with like 10 people, that's kind of conspicuous. So
yeah,
that's the general gist of it. Cadre up with me. We're going to go see my contact. Let's go. Okay.
Okay,
pretty
so we are
simple.
going through the world-spanning factory, or just complex of factories, with the weather as typically is terrible, a lot of steam everywhere, hot as hell, uh, and the immense creations of the Adeptus Mechanicus and the processes are being taken care of, being the world is alive, not directly, but they are working quite hard. And yeah, with groups so small, nobody really pays you any attention. At least it doesn't seem that way, especially since you have a Mechanicus member in your group, so it's fine. So now, because I'm feeling lazy and because it's your trade and your contact, you can describe to me who is your contact. Not what he knows, but perhaps his name, maybe his looks, but yeah, just general gist who he is.
He's your contact, right, Xavier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe some medium level tech priest or something. Let's see. Someone give me a tech priesty name. I don't do well with tech priesty names.
Cairo.
So just so that we're not doing a complete rip here. Kai Gamma, that'll do. Only half rip.
I'm disappointed.
So, Emma.
Okay.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm imagining this is some sort of inside joke again, but
It's I'm sorry. It was the name of Gabriel's tech priest.
oh, okay. Moderately ranked. Yeah, so probably higher than the rank names. Probably higher than basically based on tech priest.
So, tech priest. Someone who happens to live on this world and who knows its in and outs, its functions, and who could possibly recognize something strange going on around here.
Okay, you arrive at his working place. He will sing Sigmund. He will let out greetings in binary, like Hail Venator or Greetings Venator.
He will respond.
Sounds
Or
like
reciprocate, rather.
And then when he will see you, Dantis, he will switch to wanted to say common, fucking hell, it's not Pathfinder. He will switch to I imagine he would know some basic of Low Gothic, so he will switch to Low Gothic and say greetings. And of course when he says it sounds kinda strange because they usually use binary, so that's kinda different. So slightly mechanical voice. Greetings, Inquisitor.
Let's see how to get this thing started. Kakama, I'm hoping that you can help me with an investigation that I have going.
He nods and says, it depends if the subject of investigation if I have any information relevant to that investigation.
Two individuals. One is the rogue inquisitor, Sydow. Is the fabricator of this world. He is under suspicion. Specifically under suspicion of helping said rogue inquisitor.
Yeah, I think I remember that I said officially that the Inquisition declared Sydow being a rogue inquisitor, and not informing this to populace, but sending messages to, like, you know, important officials of the Imperium, people that should know, so that probably would include planetary governors and fabricators of forge worlds. So he would think for a moment. Yes, that part of information came to my ears about Sydow. That means, logically, that the fabricator is... Shit, my... it says that fabricator is working with him. That's not because he's not aware of his treachery. He thinks for a long... several long moments, and then says, I will need to look through my gathered data. There might be something that will look suspicious now with that new information. Yeah, he says that and kinda waits a moment for your response.
So he's going back a bit. He said the fabricator is helping him with the knowledge that he is a rogue?
Yeah, he basically logical step is that the information that Sydow is a rogue is known, so if basically what he was getting at, for a moment he was thinking maybe this fabricator is working with that inquisitor, maybe because he thinks he's still good inquisitor, because he might not be aware that he was declared a traitor, but it was pretty clear that Sydow was declared a traitor. That's what this guy was getting at. And now that he knows that fabricator might be working with a rogue inquisitor, he will be going through gathered data, because now with that new knowledge he might have a fresh view on some things. Like, you know, you read you hear about something and you like disregard it because it seems fine, but now that you know something, this bit, it might be seen in a different way. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yes, I get you. In that case, how long will it take you to go through this new data? Or old data, I suppose.
Moment. I will require only an hour. It will require only an hour, yeah.
Very well. You are so far the only lead, so...
The workplace he has some sort of like his own corner. It's kinda average size, you know, Warhammer 40k standard, but it has enough room that you can like find your place to potentially sit down and wait if you are not planning on doing anything else until he finishes.
That's fine. Or, well, I say that. Anybody have an objection?
Nah.
Good. Because it would have been overruled. Joking.
Rude.
I might be.
Oh shit, I'm still not on Wi-Fi. Oops.
Get on that Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I turned it off earlier today to pay my phone bill because I can't be connected.
Yeah, if Sigmund
Angry
doesn't,
about
it's
that.
not. If Sigmund is not planning on talking with this guy or disrupting him from his view, then
Nope, he'll let
in
him do
a
his thing.
particular silence and peace, you will wait, and then he will kind of present to you a few options that I'm right now figuring out, and he says that, well, there is one thing which is not exactly a lead, more like confirmation. Oh, okay, the confirmation what you already know. There are like 2 or 3 cases that a shipment or like made stuff that was ordered for somewhere else kinda disappeared. Like now that he looks at it, like he thought it was only like mishandled, but now that he knows that something bigger is going on, then he thinks
It's obvious they were misappropriated.
yeah. And he says it apparently was something really important because a lot of this stuff that was part of the shipment is confidential. Like for the rank and file Mechanicus members, they don't have access to know what was exactly in that shipment.
Confidential shipment goes missing. Investigated.
What was that?
I could look into it. I might have a high enough rank. Although, at the same time, he might know if I look into it.
Oh, what Xanthus said was a confidential, or rather, damn it, what were the exact words? A confidential shipment goes missing. It was never looked into, never investigated.
And he looks at it. If you ask it like that, Inquisitor, I cannot find any documents regarding proper investigation. It was written off as a mishandling.